His friendship with Raila began many years ago, inspired by the words of Raila's late father, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. During their last encounter, he said Jaramogi had urged him to look after his two sons, and a request that laid the foundation for his enduring friendship with the Odinga family. Dr. Macharia described Raila as a visionary leader and a patriot whose legacy will continue to inspire generations of Kenyans.
I walked him downstairs and put him in the car to come to Bodo and come back to Nairobi the following week. As I put him in the car in Nairobi, he told me he has two sons, one called Oburu and one called Laira, and I'm older of them. Of the two of them, I take care of them.
In early 1992, sometimes in March, when, do I say I lost my job? Or I'll say I was sacked? I was sacked for the second time. The people who reached me first was SK. When that happened, I moved to Ajip House, where Jaramogi's office was, and SK came there. And he thought I was the secretary, but actually acted like one in Jaramogi's
heart. Mama, take heart.
Thank you.
We'll find him there. He's a great man. He was a great man, just like his father. Like father, like son. He was a great father for this country. He has given to this country what we don't know. Maybe the history will tell us. But for now, we don't know anybody else.
Mount Kenya East governors led by UDA chairperson Cecily Barire have called out their Nyeri counterpart Mutahi Kahiga over his remarks on ODM leader Raila Odinga's death, saying they were reckless and unbecoming of a leader. Governor Barire noting that the UDA party would be communicating soon action against the second-term governor from Mount Kenya East, and the governors who met in Tharaka Nithi defended the government and its development record in the region, disputing the narrative that it has moved development to other regions.
Culture does not involve making mockery or celebrating other human beings or other human lives' death. It does not matter the relationship we had with those people when they were alive. It is not our culture to celebrate even the worst of our enemies' death, if there is such a thing, because we know that life is given by God and life is taken by God, and therefore we cannot have mockery or have jokes.
Imeshtua kila mtu katika Kenya, na kwa sababu tuko hapa kama magavana wa Mount Kenya East, tungetaka kusema matamshi ya Governor Kahiga ilikuwa ni yake peke yake. Sisi kama magavana wa Mount Kenya East na watu wetu wa Mount Kenya East hatuamini kamwe aliyoyasema. Tunajua ya kwamba development imekuwa ikikuja hapa pande yetu. Tumeona mabarabara
Molo MP Kuria Kimani has joined other Kenyans and leaders in strongly condemning the remarks made by Nyeri Governor Mutahi Kahiga. And speaking in Mombasa, Kimani urged Kenyans to ignore the controversial statements and not to take them seriously for them cause a conflict, warning that such tensions could drag the nation into instability. He also appealed to leaders offended by Kahiga's remarks to respond carefully, cautioning that harsh replies might fuel greater hatred among leaders and the public, potentially worsening divisions in the country.
Tukienda tena kuingia kwa mtego ambao tumetegewa na huyu Kahiga, tutaweza kupoteza zile steps mingi ambazo tumefanya kuhakikisha kwamba kuna unity na kuna utengamano wa jamii zote katika nchi yetu ya Kenya. So let us please not be taken to the pit hole that Governor Kahiga wants to take us into, to start profiling each other. Let that matter lie. Let us not overemphasize it, because the more we talk about it, the more we emphasize it, the more we debate it, the more we ask you who sent him, who didn't send him. It is seeking us to the hole that he perhaps intended us to get. Let us not fall that trap. Nasemekana ukiona lori takataka la pita, alafu uanze kubishana nalo, pia wewe utajipaka nini? Taka. So let that lie.
And another stories from Bondo. Raila Odinga Jr. was on Thursday formally installed as the new head of Odinga family during a traditional ceremony held at their family home in Bondo. This comes 1 week after the death of his father, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, who was buried on Sunday. And according to Siaya Senator and Raila's elder brother Oburu Oginga, this marked the symbolic transfer of family leadership to the late ODM leader's son, Jr. Was issued with a spear, shield and adorned with an animal skin cloak.
This is a very great day for us, the fourth day, and we did that when my father Jaramogi left us, and we don't want to disregard the culture, because even in the Bible, you know, there was Isaac and Jacob.
And shifting gears to Kiambu Governor Kimaiyu now says his continued woes in the county are as the result of political persecution occasioned by his refusal to let MPs loot county covers and grab public land. Wamatangi's administration has been criticized for its handling of the health sector, with humbling accusations of baby deaths in hospitals within the counties due to lack of enough doctors. The governor claims that this is a continuation of a political campaign against him. He also said that after the elections, leaders demanded favors like permission to grab public land and inflated tenders, which he refused, thereof allegedly launching attacks at him.
Gavana wao wamuleta, lakini niliwaambia wakimleta huyo gavana wanalete ajue gavana anapitianga kwa wananchi ama namna gani jameni. Hakuna anapitia kwa dirisha, anapitia kwa hawa, na kama ukiingia kwa hiyo ofisi hao ndio wenye kibali na ndio wenye funguo ama namna gani jameni. So hiyo kusema ati tuleta nyinyi letani, na unajua niwaambie mchana kabisa, ile kitu wanataka ni kuleta yule mtu atatenda zile vitu wanataka zitendwe. Wamatangi alikataa. Yes, walikuja hapa kuitisha mimi nataka contract, mimi nataka nini, na contract yao wanatakanga akiitisha contract ile mimi najenga shule na shilingi milioni 4 kumaliza shule mzima, wanataka kulipwa 15 million. Ndio mtu wakilipwa ako na mfuko na ya kukula huko. Nikamwambia.
And from politics to education, university lecturers have insisted that they will not return to classrooms until their demands are met. The strike by university lecturers has now lasted for more than 30 days, while students continue to wait in hope that the impasse will be resolved soon. Lecturers from Moi University in Eldoret have vowed to continue the strike until their demands are fully implemented. They have blamed the governor for neglecting the education of students in public universities, noting that their own children do not study in universities within the county.
Who is this who is interested to kill the Kenyan society by killing education? Who is this, and what is the interest of these persons who want to destroy the country called Kenya? Because when you destroy education, who is this that is not interested about the over 500,000 young people who are in our public universities? Who is this who is determined to ensure that these people don't have a life?
Niko tuna swali moja kwa hii serikali. Do you really value education? Because kama wangekuwa na value education, na wangengojea hii mgomo ifike 37 days, imekuwa too much. And too much of something is poisonous.
As far as we are concerned, there's no activity, no academic activity that is going on in Moi University. And in fact, most of our students have, after staying around for the 30-something days and have run out of their monies and whatever, is a very unfortunate situation, have been forced to go home.
And a group of activists in Kenya staged a demonstration today outside the office of the Attorney General in Nairobi, demanding urgent government action following the disappearance of two human rights defenders, Bob Jage and Nicholas Oyo, who were allegedly abducted in Uganda. And according to reports from Amnesty International Kenya, Focal Africa, and the Law Society of Kenya, Bob Jage and Nicholas Oyo were attending opposition campaigns in Uganda before they were reportedly kidnapped by individuals believed to be Ugandan security officers, and Uganda has so far denied allegations of detaining the activists.
Nasi tujitoe kwa Mungu, nchi yetu ya Kenya tunayoipenda, tuwe tayari kuilinda na tujenge taifa letu. Ndio wajibu wetu, Kenya istahili heshima, tuungane mikono pamoja kazini.
Remember, you watching EBN Prime Edition, and this is JKS Thursdays. And that story from Uganda brings us to a short break. We're coming back. From politics to education and to church. Welcome back to EBN Prime Edition. And the Archbishop of the African Israel Nineveh Church, John Moresa, is set to know his sentence on the 10th of next month. This follows a ruling by Residence Magistrate Nicodemus Museti on Thursday, who found him guilty of fraud involving church land in Chebrok, Vihiga County. Magistrate Museti stated that the court has enough evidence to convict Moresa of offensiveness, including falsifying ownership documents of the church land. The bishop is expected to remain in custody until his sentence is delivered. The case has taken nearly 15 years since the church was closed following the killing of more than 10 people due to the land dispute.
I decline to grant the accused preferential treatment. Accordingly, I hereby order that the accused is bond, be, and is hereby cancelled. He shall be remanded in custody forthwith. I order for a pre-sentence report, mention for sentencing on 10th day of November.
And two former DCI officer Cleophas Wambua Musinga and James Omwami, after they appeared in Kibera law courts over alleged theft, and the two officers allegedly abducted Pravin Koril Kipkeme on July 16th from his workplace in Bagadi before stealing from him. The suspects allegedly took his phone worth 200,000 Kenyan shillings, demanded ransom from his contacts, withdrew 80,000 from his M-Pesa, and later dumped him in a ditch along a river. The two were arrested yesterday in Kitengela, where police recovered 7 phones, SIM cards, 2 national IDs, car number plates, a pair of handcuffs, a tear gas canister, and explosives. Principal Magistrate D.C. Mutai granted investigators 8 days for further investigations.
8 days for further investigations.
Reasons, moja ikiwa ya kwamba investigating officer hajaweza kuestablish mahali mnaishi, so saizi hajaweza kujua kama mko na place ambayo ni fixed pa kuishi, na pia kuna ile investigation hajaweza kumaliza. Mumesikia kitutajia hapo, ikiwemo kuna explosive ambayo ilikuwa recovered, number plates na hata masimu. So Unaona sasa kama explosive, hiyo ni jambo ambalo hata for
And the Senate Committee on Health has toured Kitui County to assess the state of healthcare services in various hospitals across the region. The committee, chaired by Kisii Senator Richard Anyonga, expressed concern over the poor state of healthcare delivery in Kitui County hospitals. The senators emphasized that it is the responsibility of both county and national governments to collaborate in improving the health sector to ensure that citizens do not suffer when seeking essential medical services. Additionally, the committee called on the Ministry of Health to speed up the supply of resources and medical equipment to county hospitals in order to enhance service delivery.
I'm Dr. John Mungai.
We've been at the lab. You know how it looks like. We've checked at the blood bank, the blood center, the machines. You know what we are talking about. And the general human resource attitude of our people as we've been engaging. You know our position. For me, I don't want to preempt, but we'll do a very clear report. We've been at the pharmacy and the stores, you know how it has been. So we'll do a very straightforward report under recommendations led by the chair.
It's been really an intense day. Everywhere we've been, actually. The issues that are there are issues that can be addressed. I mean, they are not out of this world. Ile kitu mimi imeniudhi kama mama, kama kiongozi ni hospitali nzima na kaunti yote ya Kitui haina mashine ya mammogram. Mashine inayostahili kufanya scan yetu sisi wa mama, kufanya scan ya matiti. Na kama haipo, jamani, mama wanaenda all the way Nairobi, wanaenda all the way Machakos, ni jambo la kuhuzunisha.
A new wave of innovation is changing the way cities manage waste. The introduction of biodigester technology is providing an environmentally friendly solution that turns everyday waste into useful resources, clean water and cooking gas, all without other and minimal cost. Biodigester technology is transforming urban waste management systems by providing an environmentally friendly alternative. Through natural biological processes, the biodigester converts waste into clean water and cooking gas without odor and a minimal cost. This technology is recognized as an important step towards sustainable living and improved access to clean water.
So you can be sure the same thing that is sold in Nairobi is the same thing we will sell in Malindi or in Kisumu or in a remote village somewhere in Mbere.
It's very effective compared to the traditional. I've had traditional septic tanks in other places where I have stayed. And we always had issues. After every 2 years, we had to exhaust. So having gone 5 years, I would say it's quite effective. It's been
And JKS Thursday is moving into sports tonight. The Kenya Women's National Football Team, the Harambee Starlets, continue their preparations ahead of their crucial AFCON 2026 qualifying match against Gambia. The Starlets are set to battle their rivals tomorrow at Nyayo Stadium, aiming to secure a win in the first round of the qualifiers. Gambia held their training session today at 3 p.m. at Nyayo Stadium as they gear up for the important match. The Kenya team is optimistic about overcoming Gambia and advancing further in the competition.
Tuko very much comfortable kuwin game iko mbele yetu juu it's a must to win. Tuko ready ku lose, so tumejiandaa vyema.
Ni very important kwetu because tukiqualify tuende AFCON itafungua opportunities mingi sana kwetu kwa madem and maybe most of us tutapata opportunity ya kwenda nje na kumake it in life, like kupata kitu yenye venye tunaweza jihudumu.
It's a big game. We always urge our fans, we always urge Kenyans to come and cheer the girls. It is the last match for the WAFCON qualifiers. We win this, we play in WAFCON 2026. So, as usual, we urge Kenyans to come and cheer us. The role is a big factor.
And we began with you, and we are ending with you this bulletin. And there is always a process, there is always a procedure and a step to follow when doing something. We loaded together with you, we are offloading together with you, and this is how JKS ends tonight. But before we go, we need to wish you a good night, and we want to bless your night this evening. We love you, and may God take care of you. Thank you for watching EBN Prime Edition. My name is JKS Jeffrey Kimaiyu Somba. Who has been helping me in the sign language interpretation has been Laura Omondi. Thank you and goodbye.